Good afternoon, America. Welcome back to the show. Fortunately, we have Allie back to comment on the controversy surrounding...
I'm here. I never left. It was one time.
You did leave for a little bit.
It was one time. You've never left something for one time?
She did leave us for...
There's actually never been an episode of the show without Edmund, so I think it is fair to say he has never left.
No, but anything in his life.
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
So Allie is here to comment on the controversy surrounding the racist doodles after this intro music.
You staying home tonight?
I hadn't planned on it, no.
Plan on it.
I love turning this part up in my headphones.
Minus 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Booster ignition
Here he comes.
and liftoff of Discovery.
You're gonna die.
I'm Raina
All right, just tell us when we're back on, Adrian.
I'm back.
All right, we're back.
Whoa.
Wow.
Can you believe that?
Are we going to bleep that out?
Wow.
I want a curse word counter. This is the first time Allie's ever been in the lead starting an episode.
Did you see that space of me
Okay, so I get it. It's hot girl summer.
out.
You come in with your suns out, guns out, with the
Yeah,
tattoo,
baby.
and you think you can just drop hard B's in here?
Come on.
The first 5 minutes
The
of the
hard
episode.
bees, I'm
Okay,
back.
we have Adrian and Kyle in the closet here, man in the
Together.
closet.
Together.
We have a 2-man closet capacity going on right now.
We could fit more.
We're gonna start filling
I
out.
think Kyle would like to fit more.
Oh, for sure.
I think we're gonna start filling out. We're gonna start working on. But anyways, cameras to the closet there. Adrian and Kyle, shout out. Everyone loves the production closet. We have a jam-packed episode full of
do.
notes.
So
a
many,
lot.
too many things.
Yeah, so
Talk
we
about.
celebrated 1,000 subscribers last episode.
Yep.
Woo.
We're recording this in advance. I mean, we're in Holy Week. We're recording
Right.
it on the Tuesday before we normally record on Thursdays. So this will go out.
Out of respect for
So
Holy Week.
if you're listening to this, it is Easter. Happy Easter.
Yeah,
Yep.
we do love Jesus.
Ma-
and we'll
Mazel tov.
celebrate more next week
Yep.
because we're still in that Holy Week sort of mindset.
Somber.
So
Yes.
even though you're listening to this in Easter, it's still Holy Week for us. So we're still in the desert. You know, we're just embracing
We're in the
that.
past.
So Allie,
Yeah.
related to last week and you being gone,
Yeah. What happened to me?
how was that
Well, you
retreat?
had no arms and no legs.
No, how was that retreat? How'd it go?
Oh, it was really great. My mom and I went and we spoke at a mother-daughter retreat at the Pines
About what?
about Jesus and being rooted in Jesus and flourishing. And it was the first time I've ever spoken with my, okay, that sounded weird, spoken with my mom, but like at a retreat event together.
Brittany doesn't talk to her mom much either.
Well,
No, so what was that like?
it was a lot of fun.
Did you do talks where you were both on stage?
Yeah.
Really?
We had 3 or 4 talks, and 3 out of the 4 we spoke together.
Wow.
Cool.
One of them
What was
I took.
high schoolers?
Yeah. Actually, it was kind of crazy. It was 12-year-olds to 19-year-olds.
Wow.
So it was a vast
That's a wide
array.
range.
But we talked
Public
about
school?
Jesus
Mostly
and,
public school? Private school?
Probably an array, a mixture. It was a lot of fun. I love doing ministry with my mom. She's
Well, it's really good to have you
very
back.
holy and joyful.
You guys ever got dunked on by Allie at the Pines where she got slated to speak after you and it was a crime?
No, did that happen to you?
Yeah,
happened to you?
Johnny really screwed me with this. We did this big retreat at the Good Shepherd Youth Group, Johnny Phillip, for context, and I was the only like volunteer who got to speak, and I was like, at first I was like, I'm the man, and then he scheduled me like with like Allie right behind me and like another professional speaker from out of town.
That's
And I was like, this
hilarious.
is a scam. I was like, this isn't my job.
That's so
And I was like pretty happy with my
Volunteer.
talk. Then I watched Allie and the other. I didn't even get through the other guys. I left halfway through
No,
Allie. It
you
was making me
probably.
look
That was a
bad.
fun retreat.
I remember I had to go first. I said I wasn't following it.
There have been some good retreats that both of us have spoken at that we ended up using the same scripture passages in
Yeah.
our talks, and we
Crazy.
didn't talk about them beforehand.
And you said
that's
it
been
both
kinda
at the
cool.
same time?
At the same, we both had microphones.
Yes.
That's a new soundbite there.
But- oh yes.
So shout out to, what was it, Hannah?
Hannah Clark.
So
Hannah.
who cares how many followers or fans or whoever?
But we have 1,000.
As
Yeah.
long as we have what's been happening, which is people commenting on the videos with
I do
timestamps
love
Yes.
that.
and then like going back and watching
You're
those.
really watching
And
it.
what was her name?
Hannah Clark.
She was like, someone please clip this out.
Oh, yes.
Because you both said it at the same time. And from now on, like that's an
harmonize.
amazing
I know, we sound
soundbite.
good. We
sound like
Also,
certain
the
bands.
thing
Yes.
We need a segment that is like for.
the thing that I appreciated about Hannah's comment was it's nice when people like point out times in the episode that they thought were good or funny or whatever, but it was like 54 minutes in.
Yeah,
and
that's
my
dedicated.
My first thought was, someone listened to 54 minutes of our show?
We probably say multiple times, like, if you're listening still, like, you are an OG fan. Hannah Clark.
Shout out to Hannah Clark.
Yeah.
Someone put in our shared notes here the topic, Edmund's knowledge of the female body.
Okay, that was me.
Yeah, that was...
Okay, I haven't. Okay, Edmund was over at my house a couple weeks ago, and we were talking. And okay, this is why this was so surprising to me, because Edmund's wife is a doula.
Yeah,
So
but why
she-
is that surprising to you?
No. That's not the surprising part. In my mind, you should know a lot about women.
I do. Oh, so this is that I don't know a lot about the female body?
And actually, I correct myself. We were not at my house. We were at Will Hoyt's. And
I'm really scared of where this
okay,
is
we were
going.
having a drink. And I said something about menopause.
I was probably joking.
No.
Oh, no, actually, this I did not know.
Yeah, so I said something about menopause
Sure.
and women not being able to bear children after menopause. And he said, what? No, women can have kids after menopause. And I said, no, they can't. I said, why do you think you don't walk around and
I
see
thought
70-year-old women pregnant? And he said, because they're not trying hard enough.
I mean,
I don't know.
I thought that when you get menopause, most women, I thought the hysterectomy was why you couldn't bear children.
That's also a reason.
Actually, the look in your eyes. Are you sure about this?
I'm 1,000%
No,
positive.
no.
Isn't that what
'cause then-
menopause means?
Yeah,
I thought
menopause means...
I thought the hysterectomy was like,
No, a hysterectomy is a surgery that you get
A
all your
removal.
stuff removed.
yeah, they scrape the.
Also,
No,
did
they-
you know PMS is before your period?
Yes.
Yes.
I found that out like
It's
2 weeks.
pre-menstrual
Wait, no,
cycle.
I thought PMS was the full season.
No.
That's what I thought.
Full season. No, it's pre-menstrual cycle. It's before.
my mind was blown.
Menopause, you stop your menses.
Yeah.
You stop your period.
Didn't think we'd ever hear that
And
word on the show.
You need to have a period.
Yes.
You need to have a period to
Okay,
have babies.
that's enough of the girls segment.
I was just very surprised. I thought for sure that the fact that you live with a woman who is a doula and knows
Look,
so much about
we have had so many kids that
There's probably topics that are off limit.
like we don't even allow our like we feel like there is no hope for us. We're just like we're gonna get pregnant
every year.
twice every month for the rest of our lives. Like that's just how it feels.
Right.
So I think
Okay.
mentally it was just like no, like there's no way
Until
that's
she's
ever gonna
70.
happen.
Get ready,
Yeah.
Danielle. The menses.
So
anyway.
actually related to that,
oh boy.
Gosh. What a segue.
and like
What a
I don't know if we should use this. Oh man, it's not pulling up quick enough. We're gonna do the.
Oh, an ad.
Ooh.
So because we're influencers,
Yeah.
Bishop Barron,
Ooh.
related to women,
Ooh.
sent us.
We're women.
Let's
three
see
of
that.
us.
Let's see. Oh, where's my camera? Here we go. This is the rosary with Bishop Robert Barron.
Wow. Cool.
And I
sent
think
that to us?
I think you guys knew that. That's why all the feminine talk here.
Yeah.
But so look through this, Allie. Let's give our take here. Thank you, Bishop Barron. This is so why don't we read this?
Did he write
Brittany?
you a personal note?
I haven't even like looked through this, but let's give like a good review and plug
All right,
here.
give me just a second.
So Bishop Barron sent
Ooh,
us.
look at the artwork.
I think it was Brandon Vaught. I got on some list or something. I think at some point.
Yeah, you're on a lot of lists.
Wow,
Well, no, but
you're
like this
on
is
a
legit
a PR
influencer.
list.
This is
Yeah.
influencer stuff.
That's a PR list.
I
mean,
have 1% the followers that Allie has, and I got a rosary. What'd you get,
Dang
Allie?
it, I didn't get anything.
Wow. Pull out the
God,
rosary.
Maybe
Let's
if you
look at
stop.
it.
those.
Maybe if you stop being so liberal.
Ma-
No, I'm just joking.
Maybe they knew Edmund needed the rosary. Like they
That's
sent this
probably-
guy a
Yeah.
Bible. Get him
Yeah.
sorted out.
Can we
Get
get a
him.
confession update?
I
Have
knew.
you been?
I knew you were gonna do this. What?
Oh, do you guys talk? I heard about that. You guys talked about how you haven't been to confession.
Are
in
you
a
going to
while?
go before Easter?
Whoa, that's a really personal
wanna go
question
now?
on the Tuesday. Sure,
That
let's go
doesn't
now.
mean yes.
I can't give you absolution, but we can hear it.
Yeah,
No,
sure.
I'm not
you.
doing that.
Let's listen.
Definitely not doing
How
that.
many times did you break the third commandment?
What I do when I go to confession is I just have the list of commandments and I think back like since my first confession,
Your first
Your
confession?
or like the
Oh,
the
the
previous.
yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. So for right
And then
now,
I-
it's been
I
like,
just-
what,
That's
3
not your
years?
first. That's your last.
Okay, my last confession.
Okay.
And then I'm like, forgive me, Father, for I've sinned. And then I look at the commandments.
Whatever
and
your eyes land on.
And no. And I think through that. So if it's been 2 weeks, I think like
It's been more than 2 weeks.
and I just go, Father, I've 1 3 3 2 4 2 1 1 3 3 4.
That's like making
Friends.
barcode.
And that's
Have
what
you
I-
seen in Friends where she's like 4, 5,
Okay.
7, 7?
It's also related to
Okay,
women.
cool.
Yeah,
So
it
wait,
is.
Brittany, read the thing and
Okay.
give us so this is the rosary that got sent.
Wow.
This is an excerpt from the.
Allie's always going to give the best take because she's so positive.
Wow.
This is
Wow.
beautiful. Look at this artwork. That's beautiful.
Okay, it says perfect for either private or public prayer. Intuitive enough for beginners, yet also a wonderful companion for seasoned veterans. The Rosary with Bishop Robert Barron is an essential book for anyone hoping to gain a better understanding of the Rosary, a stronger commitment to praying it, and a deeper appreciation of its power. Wow, you need all of those things.
Oh, there's
I like this little pouch.
reflections.
I like this little pouch. I also dig the wood. I
Yeah.
like the little
Yeah.
like beads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love this. This is
And
great.
then what
Thank
is
you
the
for
book?
sending
What
this,
is the
Bishop
book?
Barron.
So it looks like it goes through all of the mysteries of the rosaries.
That's
And then
cool.
for each one, it has a little reflection, a long option or a short option.
Cool.
If you're on the go and you need to, speed it up.
That's cool. So let's make
With
a little
artwork.
Let's make a little like
The art is very.
How do we-
I do find that having art about some of the mysteries is like really helpful for my
Like
meditation.
a Visio Divina.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly.
I did not coin that term. I do not know how I learned that.
No, I really like that
Like
too.
I have
like
I have
sacred
a
art.
painting of the Visitation in my room, and I love it.
Yeah.
So everyone, let's say thanks, Brandon Vaught.
Thank
One,
you.
Thanks.
Oh wait,
Say-
1,
together?
2, 3.
Thanks, Brandon Vaught.
Wait, let's stop. Let's actually thank Bishop Barron, but then
Okay.
like the ding and then say it.
Okay.
To Bishop Barron.
To Barron?
To Bishop Barron. To Baron. To Bishop Barron. To Bishop Barron.
To
To
be-
Bishop
to be-
Robert
Army
Barron.
up.
To be Baron.
To be Baron. Okay. To be Baron.
All right.
Thanks,
Bishop
Bishop
Barron.
We're doing B Baron.
Oh, we're saying B Baron. Yeah.
I wouldn't be Baron.
Bebop Barron.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you
really
for sending this. We love
yes.
this.
Okay. So
Oh, yes. We love this.
I want to. Do we want to get into voicemails next? I want to get into voicemails.
Sure.
Yeah, we have a lot
Okay.
I'm excited about this.
compared to our zero.
Let's go. Let's do not the post-worthy one because I think that's David and it's going to be really long. So let's try to do the shortest ones first, maybe.
There's someone who 2 minutes
26.
and
Let's see this
57
one.
seconds.
There's a lot to
Holy
say.
cow. Oh, transcript. Oh, perfect. Oh.
Hi there. I am Lucy from Louisiana. Hopefully this is the show. Long-time listener, first-time caller. I was just wondering who out of y'all think that you have the best Elmo impression? I think it would be Allie. So I was just wondering if you guys could, try out some Elmo impressions on the show and let us decide who the victor is.
The best elbow impressions?
Yes.
What's
yeah.
an elbow
Quick.
impression?
On the count of 3, do an elbow impression. 1, 2, 3. Elbow.
Elbow or butt?
I wish someone would lick me.
Yeah, here's me.
Can't lick your elbow.
Here's me being an elbow.
Elmo. Oh my God. You're jackknifing the table.
That's me pretending to be an elbow.
Okay, she said Elmo, you guys.
Where?
Elmo.
Okay, can we hear Elmo? I don't even know if I could think.
I totally just saw elbow at the bottom. I said, oh,
Well,
it's an Elmo.
Yeah, you don't
Elmo.
understand the internet. Maybe let's do Command T.
You're the one that just, okay. Yeah,
Elmo.
Elmo.
What does
I just
Elmo
remember
sound
it
like?
No,
tickled
how
me,
about-
Elmo?
Do you have
We
an...
have to do it raw. I think we have to just go in.
I agree. I think we should just...
Okay,
Hello, I'm
I
Elmo.
don't think that was bad at all.
Okay, all right.
All
Ready?
right.
I'm gonna go.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Elmo.
That was
actually good. That's
disturbing.
in my head.
That was actually very disturbing.
Wait.
Okay, now your
We should
turn.
do it again. And that needs to be a sound.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Allie, you go.
Okay. Hi. Tickle me, Elmo.
This is good too.
Yeah, you're just.
Okay, survey says.
Brittany.
What
Can
about
we hear
Kyle?
it?
What about Kyle?
Kyle,
I was hoping
go.
to get out of that
Okay,
one.
no. I'm Elmo. I got tickled on the street by Big Bird.
Wow. Real breathy.
Elmo is on the street.
That's real breathy.
It's a breathy.
Sesame Street.
He sounded real
That was,
breathy.
that was an
Oh,
implied
it's Sesame
joke.
Street.
Okay, can we hear it, Adrian? And then Adrian, give us like your
we're
who you
making
think
Adrian
did
do
it
it.
the
Okay.
best. Let's hear it.
And don't say Edmund.
Hopefully we don't get pulled down for this. Adrian,
Brittany.
what's your judgment here?
Do you want to make us do it again?
No.
I think it was Kyle.
Wow.
Wow.
I
And he
think
added a little flavor.
Yeah, and I think because he
Getting
won,
beat up.
he has to do it again.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
You know, Elmo, I'm pretty down bad, but my friend Oscar lives in a trash can, so compared to him, I feel great.
So breathy.
Can this be a segment on this show? Like once a week?
Impressions.
Or just this will be like at the end of some episodes, there will be black space, like it will just go black for 30 seconds and then
Be like, goodbye from Elmo.
and then Kyle will just into camera, no other sound effect, like nothing else, will just into camera do Elmo.
Oh, that's so good.
Okay, that was good.
That was funny. Oh, yes.
All right, next.
Thanks, Lucy.
Next voicemail. Thanks,
Lucy from Louisiana.
You can call into the show 817-527-1423. Oh my gosh, these are long.
Wow, I love this.
Hello. I don't have a question for tonight's show like you asked, but I do have a statement.
Is this
I
Adrian?
was
This
just
is
listening
Taylor
to
Schroll.
last week's episode where y'all were like, "Yay, we made you 1,000 subscribers. Let's go through all the great memories of the show."
This is Taylor.
And Edmund continually shares where he calls me Taylor Marshall on the show. It pissed me off. And it's not even one of his favorite memories. Well, if it's not one of your favorite memories, then quit sharing it all the time, you jerk. So congrats to everyone else.
Yeah, he congratulated us.
Everyone except Edmund. I'm glad he took his name out of the title. That guy sucks.
Yes, he
Also,
does.
you didn't mention me after you said on the show, Edmund, that you were on another Catholic podcast. You had 2 chances to mention my name.
Yep. You got to be
Can't
dropping
believe
names for
you.
your friends.
Oh.
I know this may come across as prideful from me, but you had to hear it. You heard it from me.
It's a reconciliation moment.
Thank
Everyone
you, Taylor.
Even the
Schroll,
two of
not
you that
Marshall.
I don't really know that well.
Thank
You're
you.
awesome. Keep rocking. I love you. You're the best.
We love you, Taylor.
Edmund,
Yep.
You suck. So to everyone else, congrats on 1,000 subscribers.
High five.
I'm gonna go and subscribe now. Bye.
High five.
I'm sorry.
Well, okay. Well, you know, Taylor's an important person.
Which Taylor?
Taylor,
Marshall or Schroll?
it doesn't matter at this point. So the thing about Taylor that you guys have to realize is that he auditioned for Creed. He was gonna sing in Creed,
I love that I don't know which one you're talking about, but both could work.
the band Creed.
Yeah. No, I don't know which Taylor you're talking about, so both could work. So continue.
Pull up Forte Catholic, Adrian.
Who
Yeah,
would win
give
in
him
a
a
fight,
full
Marshall or
shout
Creed?
out.
Who do you guys got?
Creed?
Was Creed?
Taylor Schroll?
What song did Creed sing?
Schroll or Marshall?
No, don't worry about that. I think that's a really good question,
I
actually.
think it is a good question. They're both like big dudes.
I think they
Okay,
sing
okay.
that
Who
song.
would win in a fight, Dr. Taylor Marshall or Taylor Schroll?
I think Taylor Schroll.
I really think Taylor Schroll would win, actually.
I'm inclined to
Because have
agree.
y'all seen Dr. Taylor Marshall punch?
I feel but I feel like
Can we
he's
talk-
like
we can't
I feel
talk
like
about
he's
that. We can't
a
talk
about
beefy.
that. All right.
I feel like he's a beefier guy.
I think it would be a good UFC
don't-
fight. Like it would be good to
I
watch.
think Taylor Schroll would win.
Taylor Schroll looks like he has durability.
He
Looking
played
at these
football.
photos-
Yeah. Look how much
go
he
up.
he
has.
has durability.
Yeah, he has durability.
Oh, look at he's coming at you, but he's smiling.
So-
Also,
Also-
the beard. Taylor Marshall doesn't have a beard,
Yeah.
right?
so
he has, like,
also
facial
he
hair.
looks like the guy from God of War, like the video game.
Kratos.
Yeah.
Played that game.
Love
Game.
that.
All right. That was fun.
No, I mean Taylor Schroll. He's a nice guy.
Wow, that is accurate.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean he's bloodlusty. He's kind of
Lusty.
yeah. I mean he's
Bloodlusty. Blusty.
Okay.
I don't
little
understand why he's so mad.
And
I
he's-
think honestly this is just jealousy. I think.
He's had 232 episodes of his show. We've had in the 90s, and
Has he asked all of us to be on his show though?
He's never asked
He's
me.
asked
No,
me once.
he's never asked me.
All right,
oh no,
Alex.
he has.
flex,
I have been
flex on us very hard right there.
No, I mean like all of us as the collective, the show to be on his
Oh,
show.
sure.
Yeah, we
this
should.
is not just a
we
me
should
thing.
start. We should go on tour, like us on tour.
guys,
Yeah.
we're still in like the trial phase. Okay, we're
No,
still
we're
like
not.
we're still in
full
trial.
flow.
Subscribers.
Yeah,
We're still
we
in
have
trial.
1,000.
Okay.
We're monetized.
Yeah.
Taylor, you got to come on the show and really we gotta duke this out. But
Yeah.
thanks for calling in.
Literally.
I guess.
Okay, I
Seriously.
guess.
Okay, next.
Yeah.
Hi, this is Chris Lincoln.
Okay, pause it real quick. Pause it. Pause.
This would be
Okay,
Yay!
so this is
Chris.
Anna Lincoln. Anna works for the studio. Also, she felt a little hurt that we didn't shout her out more. last
Oh,
night.
and we
should.
didn't
She
call
does
her.
Anna is
so
a
much
crucial
good work
part of
for
the
us.
show.
She is.
Seriously, the MVP of the show.
She's
Yeah.
OG. Like she was with me back in the day.
Yeah.
And her husband called and is making a joke about us doing discovery calls. Maybe let's start back over.
Oh,
Adrian.
this is funny.
I think that's what I'm, because he said I was told this would be a discovery call. Okay, that's fine. Just let it play.
Just, by my wife, and I was just to call in and pitch my business.
Oh, okay.
Glad I have a second for you here. Call me back whenever you can. My idea is, and so this might seem a little forward. I apologize, especially to Brittany, who I have not met yet. But this is an idea based off of our Catholic match discussions on the podcast recently. I just had this excellent idea that hopefully, you guys with Dumb Dog and Lazarus would help me put together. This would be called Brittany Match, and I had the idea because Catholic Match has probably too many women on it. I thought Brittany would have a better idea if she had her own. So if you guys could just help me achieve that, just so that, Brittany...
Any app developers out there?
I can't even say her catchphrase. Anyways.
He was trying to say...
Yeah, if you guys would just reach out to me, especially with an investment of a substantial amount of money, that would be great. Thanks. Give me a call back. Bye-bye.
He tried to say, if you could help me achieve... And then said he couldn't even say your catchphrase. Which do you want to remind everyone? Your Catholic Match catchphrase?
Please.
Actually, if you could just perform it, just like...
Yeah.
Perform it.
Just say your catchphrase.
It's, I'm looking for a man who's on a mission worthy of my submission.
Oh, baby.
Okay, so here's the thing. I think, Chris, this idea already exists. It's called The Bachelor.
But it's not an app.
And I've already applied dozens of times.
To be the Bachelor?
There was an app where this
The
happened,
Bachelorette.
though, where it was just one guy. He made an app.
I did see an ad on like Facebook or something from this guy, and he was like, yes, I'm running Facebook ads for women to date me.
We can run Facebook ads. Didn't even think that's genius.
That is actually really...
Didn't even think of that.
Brittany, we could target... I mean, what demographics would you target? So we could target Catholic men, single. These are all in Facebook ads.
In a radius.
Men who are on a mission worthy of my submission.
Okay, so Chris,
find that.
So Chris, like, I think what we're gonna have to do is maybe do a discovery call, but off the top of my head, or like do a strategy session. But off the top of my head, what I'm thinking is a paid marketing plan where we take lots of photos of Brittany, or more than she already has, which are thousands, and we put some paid ads behind it.
And your eyebrows?
And in Facebook ads,
look at these eyebrows, y'all.
And in Facebook ads, we can target people based on their demographics. So single men, what age category?
Maybe like 28 to 35, 38, something.
Okay, and then the creative would be something like Brittany just like talking to camera, being like, "Hey, you're single. Like,
hey,
sign up."
Stop scrolling.
Oh, like I say it all like sultry like that.
Hey, stop scrolling.
Okay, so it'll be, "Hey, stop scrolling," and then what will be like the call to action?
Give maybe
like click the button
info,
below. Click the button below
to learn more.
Yeah,
and then it takes to your page where you give all of your
goods,
your stuff. Okay.
My stats.
We don't give
stats.
Yeah, your stat. We can go all the goods.
What's like?
No, I mean you have to. You can't give all the goods away.
Calendly link. Maybe like the doodle link.
Right.
And like maybe it's a 30 minute.
Okay, so here's what we'll do.
Discovery call.
Discovery call. A
You
30
should
minute
screen them
discovery
first.
call.
They should have to pass some sort of test first.
Well, no, it will go to like a hello@brittany.com.
Yeah.
And then
we'll have an assistant.
An assistant will sift through these.
Yeah.
But Chris, I think this. Look, we don't do this for all clients, but I think what we do is let's just get this off the ground. So we'll all be quiet. Brittany, we need like a 30-second creative that we'll clip out.
Okay.
And then we will run ads.
Okay, I just want to remind everyone that Allie's single too. So,
I mean, I am.
I think we could do this for both of you.
But we don't have a Patreon tier level that
True.
takes over my
Why
Catholic Match
why
account.
don't we? If I'm getting my head shaved,
yeah, that's a good
like
point, Kyle.
$50 a month,
We
I
all
will.
have to take one for the team.
One thing
here.
at a time, guys. This is called scope creep. Okay, Project Scope Creep. This is getting a little too big. So
All right.
So
we
what's
need
this
to
call
get
action?
one viable product.
Yeah.
Then we can move on to the next.
Okay.
Then we can diversify.
She's very viable right now.
Yeah. So, so I think let's all be quiet. So, Brittany, you're going to be talking. Which camera? This camera here, right?
Okay.
Adrian? No. Okay. And then, so imagine this is like a 30-second. You're just catching their attention, and then encouraging
I'm so
them.
bad at this. This is why I'm single, because I don't have.
No, you're good.
Well,
I
just
don't have
pretend.
this.
Just
Don't have
pretend.
targeted ads.
Just
I do have
pretend.
these eyebrows.
Just pretend that the person
Okay.
on the other side of the camera is the guy you're gonna marry.
Okay.
No pressure.
Okay. And what am I supposed to do? Just like introduce myself to him?
Well, like imagine someone's so they're in bed.
They're incessantly
They're just like scrolling.
Yeah.
And then an ad pops up, but it's a girl sitting behind a microphone.
Okay.
And
it's
she
like
says,
hi, and then okay, so we'll just and it's like do you need more creative?
I don't know. I'm really nervous. This is going to be awful.
ready?
Well,
Okay.
we could do it again.
All right,
Chris.
all right.
Yeah,
Okay,
ready?
here we go. Quiet on the set.
Take one.
This is Brittany. Sponsored Facebook ad to find her a man that will sign up to at least talk to someone about possibly dating her.
Potential
Oh my gosh.
of going on a date with her.
This is going very
Take one.
Take one.
Hi. My name's Brittany, and you might be just the man I'm looking for.
That's good.
Are you single, older than 28 and younger than 38, looking for a woman like me?
Click below.
Click
below.
the Calendly link.
And scene.
Scene.
Okay, so we'll clip that. We'll run a lot of
all right,
Facebook
all right.
ads.
Good.
We'll stay away from like the Philippines, Spain, like anywhere
Yeah,
that
Nigeria. Like,
anywhere-
I'm not trying to get like spammed.
anywhere
you
where
know?
someone
What
has
about
to.
Spain? I don't think Spain's a great.
Well, but like
place at all.
international travel, like those are places that we could probably get high
traffic.
click through rates. But like, do you really
To
want to be?
boost it?
I mean, are you open to remote?
I mean, could they move here if they're like willing to move here? Because I'm not really trying to
Okay,
move.
so
What
we'll
about a
run.
green card situation?
But I do speak a little Spanish, and I would not be above marrying someone so they could
Okay,
become a
so we'll do
citizen.
worldwide
That's good of
reach.
you.
We'll, we'll really
I'm
like $20 a
charitable in that
day.
way.
$20 a day.
For how long?
Men that have interest in Word on Fire, Catholicism, and CrossFit, as well as
Okay,
financial
all right.
financial planning,
Okay.
Yeah.
and maybe
Maybe like a good book.
Maybe like holy. You know, like someone who's going to be like, wow, this girl really needs someone to lead her to Jesus, and I might be the man for that.
How would
Okay,
he
but
define holy?
Strong.
Can there be
Yeah,
a
'cause
box?
you're
I'm
strong.
totally
You need
into
a
the
strong
like
man.
the strong silent type, like
guys,
Yes.
Saint
guys,
Joseph.
no,
Yes.
guys, you can't put in Facebook ads. You can't put strong silent type.
Can you put went to confession within the last?
No,
month?
Oh,
no,
that's a good one.
no. So
When
you
was
can
the last time you went to
can do
confession?
pages that they follow.
Like right at the beginning of Lent.
Oh, pages.
So the pages they follow will be Word on Fire, CrossFit, financial planning, and like Canterbury's Tales. Apparently, I don't know.
No,
No.
just like good books.
Yeah, maybe like a Scott Hahn book, like
Okay.
Rome Sweet Home or something.
Okay, that's great. Okay, so thank you,
That was
Chris,
great.
for calling
Chris,
with
that
that.
was a great idea.
We got
Done.
two more. Let's do this. This is a 2-second one down below.
That might have been a mistake, but
I think this might be. Let's see. Oh,
Whoops.
that was Erin Walsh. Erin Walsh, thanks for calling in. She texted me and said, I think I might have accidentally sent you a blank one.
Oh,
so
nice. Thanks,
Erin,
Erin.
for calling in.
Appreciate it.
Welcome to Phones. All right, here we go. This
Oh
is
my gosh.
David.
Okay.
I love you, but holy cow! When
Who is
we look
this?
on this on the screen, this is long. This is David, fan of the show, David Metcalf.
Oh my gosh, you have to scroll.
This
Okay.
is the guy. This is the, okay. So let's press play. I think this is a more serious topic too.
Okay, I like this.
We might have to skip around a little bit, but let's hear it.
Ding! Hello. Hello, everyone. Hello. This is David. This is David Metcalf. The guy who steals from Edmund and all the cool studio vibes.
Cool.
It's an honor to be here. On
Welcome to the show, David.
And yes, that was a bell that you heard ring in the background.
I thought it was.
An angel got his or her wings, apparently.
Ooh, great!
Something.
Shameless self-promotion.
Anyway, I had a quick shameless self-promotion.
We're here for it.
I have a podcast called Refreshingly Honest Christian.
We'll bleep that out.
And I figured I would call in the Refreshingly Honest Christian way and border on blasphemy and heresy.
Okay.
And ask a
So you're like
irreverent
Edmund.
question about Catholicism coming from a Protestant.
Oh, I like this.
You could think of this as Catholicism for dummies. You could think of this as explaining to a 5-year-old. But in this last episode, I saw number 93. Brittany talked about going to Sunday Mass out of fear of hell, and it may have been tongue in cheek. I don't know, but I'm just curious: is fear of hell a big driver or a big motivator for Catholics?
I think for Brittany it is.
Where does that fear come from?
Have you heard of Catholic guilt?
What's your view towards Protestants on that topic? Ooh, watch out. I know in certain evangelical circles that I've run in, in the past. There's this school of thought that Catholics don't really have a personal relationship.
I've read into that.
Not
Me
really.
too.
And so you can kind of fill in the blank there what that means. Like basically that their eternal salvation is questionable at best.
Agreed.
Which, in my opinion, is just ridiculous because Catholicism is a tradition we stand on. So as a Protestant, I wonder what your view is. Am I going to hell? What's the general Catholic attitude towards Protestants?
I'm not God, so I
Actually
can't
saved?
send you anywhere.
Or are we not doing enough?
There's a lot to
Hail
unpack
Marys?
here.
What's going on there? I don't know.
I like
You
this,
tell
though.
me. Anyway, love you guys. Edmund, you know, you're my bro. Kyle, way to be in the closet.
It's me. Shout
All
out.
that good stuff. And last plug, Edmund, I sent you this book, Falling Upward, by Richard Rohr. Oh, that's another question I have. What's the vibe from Catholics towards Richard Rohr? He's
Good question. Are you writing this down? Write this down.
No, I don't have a pen.
Is he seen as a heretic or a false teacher?
There's a transcript.
What's the Catholic Church say about him, if anything, if you know about this guy?
Thank you, Kyle.
I'd be curious to hear from your neck of the woods.
I love this.
Stuff. So
thanks, David.
there's my 2 cents.
Yeah, this is a great.
How do you know?
Great voicemail.
Love y'all. Bye.
So
Thanks, David.
We love you.
David, like a year or two back, on some random personality's Instagram, I like commented something that was kind of funny, and he clicked my profile and really liked some of the stuff I was doing with the show. And then, like, as you do with someone that you're like
Internet friends with.
yeah, like he just started picking up on, like, he bought a similar IKEA table. He just like liked some of the stuff I was buying for my
Black,
set.
white, wooden plants.
And then I sent pictures of his Instagram to our group text like 2 years ago. I was like, this guy is me.
There he
like
is.
he had the disco ball. He had like the full setup and everything.
I remember you sending. Okay, yes.
Anyway, so we're like, when we finally talked on
Your
the phone,
kindred
we were the
spirits.
same person.
Yeah.
Like we did a podcast that we had to scrap because all we did was just geek out about how we liked all the same things. Anyway, so David's amazing. Really, he called me recently just to like affirm what we're doing and check in on me. So he's
Love
a really
that.
cool guy. Okay, so
David.
let's try to piece apart these questions. I love this. Also, go listen to his podcast. It's great. It's
called Refreshingly Honest Christian.
It's really, really good stuff. He has on
bleep
some
that
really
out.
good guests, and they're great. They're funny. Okay, so the big thing here was
Brittany.
okay.
What is here?
Well, but I think let's generalize this question. Is fear of hell a big motivator for Catholic folks? Now, that's like if you asked most people, like, are most Catholics motivated by Catholic guilt is a different question than like, is the official church teaching
Right,
to
right,
motivate
yeah, right.
by Catholic guilt?
Right.
So how would you guys answer
There's a
that?
phrase for that. Imperfect versus perfect contrition. That's a known phrase. Perfect
Kyle.
contrition.
Coming in hot.
It's a Franciscan.
Kyle went to Catholic school over
Perfect,
here.
perfect contrition is when you're sorry because you offended the Lord because it's wrong. Imperfect contrition is, yo, I do not want to go to hell.
But I think his question is like,
Is
like-
that a driving factor?
I think,
For
but
me,
I think most.
imperfect.
If you ask most people, like people that were raised Catholic but aren't Catholic anymore, you just like you're like, hey, is Catholic guilt a thing? It would be a hard argument to just lead with, no, it's not. Everyone at
Yeah.
the dinner table would be like,
It's like a joke.
That's all it is.
Yeah,
That is
yeah.
all
Yeah.
like the Catholic guilt because
Yeah.
that was what was pitched a lot.
Especially to like our parents' generation. I think it's I do think it's more of like a baby boomer idea of Catholic guilt, like, oh, we have to do this because otherwise we're gonna go to hell or whatever. And it's like, so I was saying it tongue in cheek sort of, but also at the same time, like, as someone who I think I know most of what the church teaches and I try to pursue that and follow that. There have been times in my life where I was doing what I would call the bare minimum required to stay out of hell, which is not egregiously breaking any of the 10 Commandments, including keep holy the Sabbath, which we believe means that you need to go to Mass on Sunday. So I was joking about it, but I think most Catholics our age would say, no, that's not something that I really think about because, and this is probably true in Protestant circles too, where it's like, God loves everyone and he just wants me to be happy. And if waking up on Sunday to go to Mass doesn't make me happy, or like sleeping in is what makes me happy on Sunday, then he would want me to be happy. So like, I don't think there is really that fear of hell as much in Catholics our age.
Well, I think it depends on the circles you run in.
Yeah.
I think like we're pretty deep in like the Catholic culture in terms of like a very small percentage, like going to Franciscan University, being a missionary, all that kind of stuff. But I will say from my very brief, like not super deep understanding of history, there's been periods in church history where that kind of rhetoric was to some degree effective. So I think like we could go further back to like, I don't know, we could go further back, but more recently, I think like the revivals in America, like Protestant revivalism, a lot of it had some of that rhetoric. And I think some of like the approach was assuming that most people had some degree of faith in some type of God. And so if we just could kind of wake them up from apathy, from like, okay, there's faith in a God and maybe my understanding of God has been watered down, maybe we could wake them up in a way that they haven't really seen. That was really like, I mean, I think Billy Graham, for the most part, I mean, sometimes would have some fire and brimstone stuff. And then, so I think like, and then we have this whole other thing about like pre-Vatican II, there was a lot more emphasis on like observing
the rules,
the commandments and the rules, like, and this is going into a ton of other weeds, right? Like we're talking in very big generalizations about all different types, like areas of the Catholic Church. So, so like there was this sense that in a world that's post-Christian, we can no longer like use fear of hell as a motivator because most people are just like, well, I don't even know that God
hell exists.
That hell or God even exists.
Yeah.
Plus, you combine that with the way I understand, like Vatican II is trying to return back to this relationship with God, faith, the charisma, Jesus.
Father, he's a good father.
Yeah. And so there's a lot of factors. So like that's a long way of going around and saying, yeah, I think my short answer would be most people would think that yes, Catholic guilt is a big part of it because like poor catechesis or poor like a poor emphasis on something. Now, is the official church teaching like this constant fear of going to hell? No. Is there like a certain level of healthy fear? Like I love my dad, but I am kind of like, I have a healthy level of, if I mess up, like there's a different level of not wanting to offend him than someone else. While at the same time trying to acknowledge like there's a deep relationship there. So I don't know. I hope that didn't go
I also
around.
think that it runs in a lot of circles. I know I struggle with it. Scrupulosity. Like I have to do X, Y, and Z or else like I am not loved or like something like that. So like, I think there was something like he was saying, are Protestants actually saved or we just don't do enough Hail Marys? And I think there's some people that are like, well, if you don't do X, Y, and Z enough, then it's questionable.
And the two big heresies that have run through the church for centuries, one is Pelagianism and then the other is Jansenism. So Pelagianism is the idea that we can, by our own free will, choose to avoid sin without the assistance of grace. And so
not possible.
All right. Okay, cool.
We need a sound. We need a sound for that. That's not true.
Anyways, so this really seeps into a lot of, I mean, like sometimes I struggle with this feeling of like, well, I just need to try harder. Without any of this.
Like a reliance on God's mercy.
Without any of this, like.
I think that's where a lot of guilt comes in. Of like, I didn't finish this rosary.
I didn't try hard enough. I didn't try hard enough.
I didn't pray like in a certain,
And that was, I think, St. Augustine really battled with Pelagius or that heresy a lot. Maybe it was the Donatists, but it was like in that. And then we also have, I think in France, Jansenism was the idea that like we're just completely unworthy, and so we're kind of like beyond. So it's either like
it's impossible to see.
Either you have to do it right, otherwise you're a bad person, without the assistance of grace or any emphasis on Jesus, like. Helping. Like I was in confession once and I said, I just can't seem to stop doing this sin. And the priest was like, yeah, you can't. And
what
I was
sin
like,
was it?
Ooh, great callback.
So I said like, I can't seem to stop doing the sin. And he was like, well, you can't. And I was like, you need to get a different profession because that's bad advice.
So I just said I can't.
He said, no, the problem is like you're like your whole relationship with God is like you have to do it.
Yeah,
you need to. You need to try, but like you also need to rely on the grace. Like my grace is sufficient for you. For powers or the made perfect in weakness, St. Paul's thing. But the other thing is the Jansenism, where it's like, well, I'm not even worthy.
No one
like
is.
I'm not worthy of anything to begin with. So that's a long way around of saying that these are heresies in the church that we've always struggled with. And it sucks.
And it's coming out, I think, in different areas. But I also want to say that yes, Catholics believe that you need a personal relationship with Jesus too.
Yeah, and I would say like,
and a lot of Catholics don't know how to articulate that that's what the church says, but it is absolutely like necessary.
And like to accept Jesus as your savior.
I hope I'm not doing like, you know, like being too moderate here, because playing both sides. I don't want to go so far as to say like I don't want my kids to not even worry about hell at all. Like you don't want to go so far as to say, don't worry about no one goes to hell.
Yeah.
Like
hell
it is a place. But
Kyle, you had a hot take.
I was just going to say, you can't say no one goes to hell. We got stuff from Bishop Barron today.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
We know.
But no, I would like to say that I am afraid of hell. And that does drive some of my actions. I would like to go on the record of saying that that does not say that like no one
it's like a healthy fear.
Yeah, it's fear of the Lord. It's a virtue. And I think imperfect contrition is certainly not as good as perfect contrition, but it doesn't say evil contrition. It says imperfect.
And also, like, think about it this way. I love thinking of it in terms of like either marriage or father-son relationships. And think about it, like, if you love your father because you're afraid of being grounded, compared to someone else that loves their father because they understand like the depth of sacrifice and like that he's a good person and that he cares for you, like, which does God want? Like, sure, a lot of people are motivated by hell, and it's not that it's bad, but it's just like what is
it's
the
not
love
as good.
What's the love we're trying to
It's the gift of the Holy Spirit, the fear, awe, and wonder of Lord. People think fear, it's like this, that I'm scared of messing up, or I'm scared of that, versus I just love you so, like, I don't want to be out of relationship with you.
There's a saint, I forget the quote or the saint, but some saint was like love God with all of your heart. I think it was St. Augustine. He's like, love God with all of your heart and then do what you want. Which is like, if you focus on that first, then you won't worry as much about the other stuff. Now, does that mean just like go do whatever you want with whoever you want? No, but like, you know,
love God, love people.
Right. And I think, you know, it probably is worth repeating or saying a little more clearly when you're asking, do we think you're going to hell? No. We don't have a
the Protestant versus Catholic thing?
Yeah, like we don't have an opinion on where you're going when you die. Like, we don't think you're going to heaven or hell. We think that your salvation will be worked out between you and God. And I hope that all Christians would take that approach of like, well, we can't say for sure anyone's going to heaven or hell. The church doesn't say that anyone specifically is going to hell. There are specific people that the church has said are in heaven and they're saints, and there's a very rigorous process to get on that path. But I think that like there is a bad rap that the church gets of people of just being rule followers or like restricting, and the church telling me
Very
what I can do.
And
And I think that good fathers have rules, and those rules are for our good.
Yeah.
You like when you make rules for your kids, you're not doing it because you're bored or because you like want to accomplish. Like you're doing it for their own good. And so anyway, I would say we don't think you're going to hell. And at the same time, like, we're all called to this like deeper pursuit of truth and to always be discovering more and more about the truth of who God is. So I would encourage all of us to like
100%, 100% with a lot of this stuff. Like, there's areas, I mean, we're definitely not theological. We do not play canon lawyers online. Like, so there are areas of this.
Play online. I've dropped some hot takes.
So, but what I will encourage, and I think David knows this about me, is like, you can always go back to the catechism to find at least what the church is willing to say definitively. And then within that, that's catechesis. Within that is theology, which is the science of trying to explore some of these nuances, which is like, is Billy Graham in heaven, right? Like, or all these things, like, is heaven or is hell empty or full, right? Or what does it mean that Jesus descended to hell? Like, that's the science of theology, but the church can say definitively. So like, for instance, whether or not Richard Rohr is like outside the church or not, whatever, like, or what do Catholics quote unquote think about him? I always go back, or the same with anyone in the Catholics, Taylor Marshall, Father James Martin, Bishop Barron.
Those are all pow, pow. Yeah.
So a few things, right? Like,
sides.
Your local bishop is in charge of deciding, like, trying to guard, like, okay, sometimes we'll make a statement like, hey, this is outside church teaching or not. But in general, like, all we can say is, well, here's what the church teaches definitively. If it's in areas of opinion, like, you can, the only thing you can, like, don't look for someone to tell you if they're good or bad. Like, as your roommate says, read generously, like, read with best intentions of this person. What can we learn from this person? Read broadly. And then you can always return back to what the church teaches. then the last thing I forget what the last thing I was going to say is, what was it about whether or not Richard Rohr, Franciscan Friar?
I don't know, but I think I saw this clip on TikTok actually, and it was like in the front seat of this guy's car, and some woman was next to him, and she said like, well, if you believe in a good God, why would he send people to hell? And the guy said, you know, it's thinking about Jesus in particular is like you're floating in a lake and you don't know how to swim, and Jesus throws you a life vest, and you can choose to take the life vest or to leave it there.
Yeah.
And that's so much about like how the Father looks at us. Like he's given us Jesus as that life vest to save us. And if we don't choose to cling on to him, like he's not sending us to die.
Yeah.
We're choosing it ourselves.
Yeah. And like,
reach Brittany.
And like, you know, in this whole thing about like our Protestant brothers and sisters who love the Lord a lot, you know, how do Catholics feel? Like, how ought a Catholic feel or whatever? Like, I'll say for me, it's like if you had a friend who really, really loved Jesus and was praying every day, and like you loved talking to them about God, and then they just had one thing where they were like, I also believe that the Bible, like we don't have the actual Bible. There's no way for us to have the actual words. Like they've been lost in translation. Well, like everything else is so good that you're like, you want to affirm everything else. Now, should you never tell them like, hey, like here's some ways we can find that that's historically accurate? Like, sure, like you should, but should you every time you talk to them be like, by the way, you're freaking going to hell, and like you need to work on that, like, because then you wouldn't have that friend much longer, right? So yes, do I really want David to become want everyone to become sure? Am I gonna like every time I meet them be like, hey, you have all these things that like make sure you because then you wouldn't be friends that long, right?
Taylor Marshall actually had a great line about this when I was taking classes with him in high school.
Which, pause, by the way, Dr. Taylor Marshall, for anyone who doesn't know about him, is known for being particularly traditional in his interpretation of some of the more like opinion type
Latin
questions.
mask guy, but he had a good line at this
I love that little line, not a mask guy.
No, Latin mask guy.
Oh, I thought you said not a mask guy.
No, he's a big mask
like,
guy.
not a mask
No,
guy.
I thought you meant like masks like for COVID, which I was like, he probably doesn't wear a mask.
But no, he had a good line. He said, we were talking about this in class. He's talking to a bunch of like high school freshmen who are very much like, hell, scary. Like this is a very traditional Catholic school.
Right.
And he was like, guys, you can't go to hell on a technicality. And that really brought me a lot of comfort.
That's
so I was like, that
impressive.
makes, because in my mind, I was like, okay, well, I got to go to mass every Sunday. What if I'm going to mass one Sunday and I get hit by a car and it's like, yo, you didn't get the mass. Like, obviously, you didn't go to mass that Sunday, but no, you're not going to hell because of that.
I think, I
thought it was a really simple way, granted, like this is a freshman. We were like 14. But I thought it was really, really strong and something that really helped me out a lot.
There's a passage in the Catechism. I forget what the paragraphs are, but David, if you read this, I think it's really beautiful because like the heading is there is no salvation outside the Catholic Church. Like that's a strong statement.
Pretty bold.
Yeah.
But then when you read, like when you read it, like you're trying to these two balances, right? Like justice and mercy. This is why I love the movie Noah, because you see Noah the concept of Jesus and mercy really wrestling with justice. So like it talks about, so here's a good example of this that helped me a lot. There's this story where you probably heard me say this before. There's this good father and he has two sons, young sons, and they've been coming home late to dinner often. And so he tells them, look, tomorrow when you go out to play, if you're not home by the time the last street light is on, you're not getting dinner. And they're like, okay, we understand. And so both kids go out the next day to play. One of them comes home on time. The other one comes home late. And so they're sitting at the dinner table and it's the father and the two sons. And there are two plates out. The father's plate, the son who came home on time, his plate's out. And the other son comes and sits down and he's like really dejected because he knows that he knew the rule and he knows that he deserves the consequence of that rule. And so the father's like, you know that happened, like. And he says, yeah. And his other son says, Dad, can I give him my plate? And his father says, yes, because on the one hand, you have to uphold justice. So God, as a good father, can do this impossible thing of upholding justice, upholding black and white, good and evil. But in Jesus, completely wrecking it all and throwing it on its
being
head.
Perfectly merciful.
And merciful in a way that it doesn't make sense, but it still upholds the justice. And so the same with Protestants versus Catholics and all this stuff, right? Like all the church can say is what God gave the church, which is all we know is that Dad said if you're home after the lights turn on, you don't get dinner. So like all the church knows is this statement: there is no salvation outside of heaven or outside of the Catholic Church.
Yeah.
Now, like the rest of it is just up to God.
Right.
Like,
and Jesus isn't bound by the rules.
Now, like, should we go around going, do whatever you want because he's a good God? And like, no, because like then you'd be a bad sibling for just being like, yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine, right?
Yeah.
Because then like now the father's gonna be mad at both of you because like you shirked the rules and like you took advantage of it, right? All the church knows is what it's been given. Like Jesus said, there's no salvation outside of the church.
Yeah.
Like, should we hope that there's a loving father that does this? Then yeah, like, does that make sense? So like, I want all my friends to be Catholic.
Yeah.
I'm not, again, going back to scrupulosity, I'm not every day going, I better make sure that I sit down with them for 6 hours.
Right.
Because I've been there and it does not work.
Yeah.
It's not fun for
not work
anyone.
And you probably didn't have very many friends.
No friends.
No one wanted to talk to you.
Jesus did say to St. Faustina, those who will not go through the door of my mercy will go through the door of my justice.
I was just thinking of St. Faustina.
Great line.
Where
That's a really
I
great
totally
line.
think people don't credit enough, like, or like they put in such a small box God's mercy and how it's so small and limit, like comparing it to the mercy that we give people. We just don't even understand like the depths of his mercy.
So since we're going so deep into theology, since we're going,
this was a great voicemail.
David,
this is really good. David, thank you.
For
where
calling.
does he live? Do we know where he lives? Well, so that he can come on the show. No, so that he can come on the show.
Yeah, he has an open invite. He's actually thinking about flying out here.
Come visit us,
that's what I'm
David.
saying. He could be on the show.
So related to this, we had a what?
The way that you just were like,
You're like, do we know where he lives?
like so he could come on the show if he's local.
Allie's gonna stalk you, David.
Related to this, Brittany wanted to talk about her beliefs on whether or not homosexuals should be allowed to vote.
Because I believe strongly that homosexuals should have the right to vote.
I think that's a good rule.
Seems very legit.
I mean, women have the right to vote.
Yeah.
The vote for all human adults.
I'm not going to weigh in on this because I just...
Brittany, do you believe felons should be able to vote?
No.
Who?
Felons.
They give up their right to vote.
I think we have a clear through line throughout all these episodes that Brittany does not like people in jail.
Nor does she want to go to prison.
I know, it was a good
She
callback.
never wants to go to
Okay,
prison.
but here, this might be a little bit of a
does?
hot take. I think people should be released from jail who are in there for things that used to be illegal but are not illegal anymore.
Ooh.
We should freaking let them out. Run down the halls.
yes.
Okay, moving on.
Wow.
Gosh, what a crazy...
Wow.
After 10 episodes, we went really deep.
I love that.
We made it. Now anything else we go to on our
We've
show
done
Who's your
all-
favorite
they're
person to go to
all
jail
like,
for being gay? Mine's Oscar Wilde.
Are you saying this because the other night you babysat at my
I
house?
like
and-
Oscar Wilde.
Oh, okay, all right.
He went
Don't
to
like
jail
him
for
too
being
much, okay?
homosexual.
Don't
I
like
think
him.
he's a very great writer.
He is a very great writer.
Oscar Wilde once said, "Woman is not created to be understood, but to be loved." And I do like that.
Ooh, Oscar.
Coming from...
Yeah, also, my other favorite quote is like,
Oh,
the only
boy.
What were you
thing
about to
worse
say?
than being talked about is being not talked about. And I
that's a good
totally
point.
agree. So if
Any
we say
press is
something
good
dumb,
press.
feel free to tell your friends about it.
Done.
And then we have this soundbite to end that.
I'm Raymond Arroyo. We'll see you next time.
It's the I'm Random Arroyo soundbite. Okay,
We love
let's go to
Raymond
some
Arroyo.
links we have here. We have some links.
Oh.
Let's just like run through them here.
Okay.
Adrian, maybe.
Okay, wait. I want to
Oh
narrate
my
this.
gosh,
I want to
Brittany?
narrate this because
Okay.
this popped up in my news feed. And
Did you think of me?
This
Yeah.
really shows the range of this show.
I have no idea what this is.
Okay, this is what I was thinking. Go ahead and press play and I'll tell you.
Does someone propose?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I was like, look,
Oh
an
no, that's
infinity-
what you were thinking.
Look,
Oh no.
an infinity sign,
cool.
like this guy's gonna like propose. It's like, 2 rings, like, oh, I love you.
Oh, you know what he's making now.
Oh my god.
I know what he's making now. He better not do it.
He better not.
I thought, I was like, this is gonna.
No way.
let the mercy of God. I
don't get what it is.
He didn't.
It's an ice cream cone.
What is that, Aaron?
It's an ice cream cone.
Oh, he's doing a big face. It's upside down.
He
One of those,
did do
it's one of those
it.
wiener dogs, like the balloon.
Doesn't look like much of a dog. to me.
He's just getting started.
You're half right.
Yeah.
Gosh,
Yeah.
Brittany.
I wanted to see how Allie.
Yes.
Okay, next link.
Okay.
Okay, so what's this?
Oh.
You put, is this us?
Oh.
No, I didn't put this one up.
I didn't
This
either.
is a big trend right now.
Who?
I think Colleen or Anna put this up.
Okay, wait. So we'll do. Oh man, I don't have this here. Here's what we'll do is we'll do.
You guess on it. So
Okay, but we need the intro music. Okay. So Brittany, you've been wanting to. So we have to. Where's the answer though? Is the
if
answer
you go
somewhere?
to the next photo, so like click through the thing. Like this is the test
I think
one.
they're
Okay.
I was gonna say
Okay.
dating.
So, Brittany, you're going to introduce this segment. What are we going to call this segment? Siblings or dating?
Yeah.
I've gotten very good at this.
What do you want me to
play
say?
this on
Okay,
TikTok.
wait. Hold on.
gosh.
Brittany, do the segment. We'll clip this out.
Welcome to Siblings Are Dating.
All right, here we go.
Really good.
Thanks.
First
One
up.
take.
Oh my gosh, these are two guys. I already don't want to
They're
play.
dating. They're definitely
I
dating.
already don't want to
I
play.
think so. They look so much
Okay.
alike.
No, they have to be dating because look how
Siblings.
his
The
hand is around his
but
waist.
the other one, the hand placement.
Also,
was
if
very
they were
off.
siblings, why? How, you,
One
is
guy
he the
would be
runt
they'd
of
be
the family?
much closer size.
I don't even want to know.
Why is he
I can't
so
believe this is our
tight?
They have to be
opening.
dating. They have to be dating.
2,
3, 2,
1.
1.
Yes.
Woo!
I knew
Very-
it. I
very-
knew it. Look at them.
Okay.
They're not even the same size.
Next.
They do look alike though.
Gosh, we're getting
They
canceled.
do look a little alike.
Oh,
Okay.
they
Siblings.
look so
I'm gonna
much
say
alike.
dating.
I
I say dating.
They look
well, look at their mouth. Their mouths are.
I
do
think
look
know
very
their
siblings.
mouths
similar.
are
I
the
think
same.
siblings.
I'm gonna say date. Look at how he's
Siblings.
holding her thigh.
right.
No,
Okay.
siblings.
I think
I'm gonna say
Siblings.
dating.
I think
Well, the hands are the fingers are interlaced.
yeah, they're
They're
intertwined, waffling.
I'm gonna say dating.
I think dating, but I think their parents are siblings.
No, they're definitely siblings. They're so tan like that.
Okay, wait. Final answer.
Oh my gosh!
They're obviously genetically tan.
They're waffling. That's like only
Okay, next.
you
that's
ever
an
interlace
intimate
Next.
thing. No,
Fingers
I
with-
love my brother, but no.
No.
Siblings.
Dating.
Dating.
I'm gonna say
Siblings.
dating.
No, I don't think they look that much alike.
I'm gonna say dating.
Oh, wow. You're right.
Okay.
This is fun.
I was gonna get siblings. I didn't say it, but I was gonna be wrong.
Okay, next.
I hope this is dating.
Would
you ever take a picture like this if you were siblings?
Would you take a picture like that with your sister?
Okay.
I think
that's
it
a
is
trick
siblings.
question.
They
I
look
think
like
this is
cool
siblings.
people who like pose seriously.
Yeah, this is siblings. Is
siblings? What's
spelled
that?
siblings wrong.
That's a whole new
Oh, it's
category.
Russian siblings. It's Russian for siblings. Okay. No. Can we not?
That has to be siblings.
Siblings.
No.
Siblings, please.
Siblings.
Has
Please.
Look at his little bangs.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Twins. They're twins.
Oh,
Okay.
Look at their
good,
tiny
good.
bangs. Look at how tiny.
Oh, yes.
it's tough because if it's on this account,
Okay,
I always
dating
want-
for sure. Dating for sure.
Dating.
No.
Siblings.
They always mess up siblings.
Why
They're,
are
like,
you
part of the joke.
prom-posing with your sister, bro?
Okay.
50-50 split on
Well,
the
now I'm
vote.
trying to think of.
Next. What?
You-
Okay.
They
Siblings.
look so much like
Siblings.
siblings.
This
If
is
you take off
siblings.
their hair,
But
siblings.
why are you touching?
One of the comments says both.
I am not
That's so
good at
funny.
this game.
This is
Wow,
funny.
they look so much alike.
Dating. He's grabbing your butt.
Yeah, dating.
This better be dating.
They better
hope
be
it's
dating.
This one scared me. I was praying for this one.
Oh,
Okay.
All right.
Okay. One more.
so funny.
Oh.
They look like a,
Siblings.
Look at their noses.
That's a
They have
mature
to be
couple. They're
siblings.
dating.
No, siblings.
Siblings. Yeah.
They look the
They're-
same, but
I
in
think they're
different
dating.
fonts.
I think
If they're dating, they're not going to be dating long.
No,
they're
they
a
are not-
mature couple.
Oh my
Those
god.
They
are-
don't need
it's
to
a little
touch.
older, right.
We need like a 1 year follow up. Like, are you still
Yeah.
dating?
Yeah. Oh.
right.
that's
Or
a
like
great
if they have
idea.
kids, like. Well, actually, you know why this got brought up? I think is because Edmund and his wife look a lot alike.
We do.
Yes.
We do.
Like way
when
too
when
much
we were at
alike.
Franciscan, people were always like, "Hey, you're hanging out with your sister a lot alone."
Alone.
I was like,
You
"Yeah,
guys
we
really-
kiss."
We really like each other.
Okay, Brittany,
Oh man.
that was dating or siblings. Go check out the Instagram account. Dating or siblings. What is this?
Siblings
Siblings or
or
crabs? Who found this?
Adrian just now.
Okay, let's go. Let's see.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Are these siblings or crabs?
Definitely
like siblings.
Definitely
Crabs.
siblings.
Crabs.
Siblings are
Crabs.
dating commented, wait, what?
Siblings, okay. Siblings.
81% said crabs.
Next.
Wait, are we trying to find out if they have crabs?
No, siblings. Gosh, dang, Brittany, coming in
Like
hot.
siblings to me.
Gosh. Okay, siblings. That looks like siblings. Crabs.
Oh, now this one is where I start to get confused.
Okay, sibling crabs.
Those are sibling crabs.
Yep.
Oh, I just want to.
What kind of family structure do crabs have?
Okay, I think this is crabs too.
What kind of family structure?
Crabs. Okay. All right.
This was
What's
fun.
family hierarchy?
All right, let's go to our next link.
Okay.
I put this down.
Okay, give it to us, Allie.
There's a company that makes special urns. When light hits it, it will cast a shadow of the person's face who is in the urn.
Man, I don't like the profile.
What do you think?
I don't like the profile of my face.
Does that look like a grandma? I think that looks like a grandma.
Give Granny like a little bit of a neck lift or something.
I know. At least you could do
a little
Yeah.
nip and tuck.
Like, would you have something like this? Like, what if
It
you
is
woke
cool.
up?
It is cool.
I don't know.
Like if you had it in your
Kind of
room.
freaks me out a little bit.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
It's going like this really fast. Like it's.
But
like,
this is one of those. This is one of those hacks to your furniture that, like, if it's out, it's like a conversation piece. But it's not creepy when you just see the piece of furniture.
But when the lights are out, or like you just see the shadow.
Can we make one of these?
Yeah, like how much are these? Like I want one while I'm alive.
Oh.
I bet. Honestly, I bet we
you
could.
do.
I bet we could get Chris to 3D print one of these.
Oh, that's a good
So you would
call.
just take the profile and then you'd make it. I mean, I think Chris or Johnny, Christian,
or
anyone with a 3D printer could make this pretty easily.
Okay,
look at the comment.
What do you guys think about this? Because speaking of urns, so my dad's funeral is in 2 weeks, and he is currently in the mail.
What?
Okay, seriously. Okay.
You gotta.
Did you get insurance?
So my dad died in December, and he was cremated, and he lived in Ohio, but we're having a funeral mass for him here.
Nice.
And my brother and a few other family members are coming down from Ohio for the funeral, but instead of bringing Dad on the plane,
They shipped him.
they shipped him.
FedEx, UPS.
Listen, listen. I'm just saying, like,
He's in the mail right now.
but
USPS,
I'm just saying,
He's
yeah,
arriving
he
tomorrow.
better not
Forget
be
it.
USPS, or you will never see him
You'll
again.
never. It's weeks
Isn't
later.
that so
You
weird?
got to spring for tracking in a situation.
I was like,
You gotta look.
the sign. You got a sign. to
Imagine
the
your
dad.
family members
like a
being like,
postcard from
we
each
don't want to.
place.
Yeah, we don't want to spend too much.
my dad's girlfriend was joking with my brother that my dad was gonna have to sit on my brother's lap on the plane on the way down here, but then they just decided to ship him.
To ship him.
Yeah,
They
she
shipped
took
him.
that joke way too seriously.
I would trust Amazon Prime. I mean, Amazon Prime for sure.
I would
do.
trust
Can you
Amazon
ship
for sure.
through Amazon Prime?
I'm sure you
I
could
don't
create
know.
a listing and just do it.
Well, I don't know. He's supposed to get here tomorrow, so I'll keep you guys
Yeah, you
posted.
could create
Okay.
a fake listing for a different product and box it up. It would be an amazing.
So he gets here tomorrow, and I just want, like, I know you had this idea, but we should not do an unboxing video.
Okay.
I know you wanted to do that.
I don't necessarily
And
want to do that.
I'm really honored at the commitment to this YouTube channel. But that would.
get
I do love a
100K.
good unboxing video, and
Can you imagine if Brittany is like
so,
pretend?
Imagine if anybody unboxed
But
that.
can you imagine Brittany is just like, I wonder what we got at the studio, and then does it? That would be so
Okay,
wrong.
I haven't done any
It might go
unboxing
viral.
videos because I've been on a spending fast since January 1st. And so I probably will be
Good.
very excited to get
No.
some. Every time one of my roommates gets something in the mail, I just like sit there and look, and I'm just jealous.
Is it my
Squeeze it
dad?
in.
Haven't gotten any packages.
Do you just wonder if
What
it's
if
your
you
dad?
didn't tell us that and you brought the box and be like, guys, we got a box this week.
That'd be
Can
so
you
wrong.
imagine our faces?
Look, I do a lot of messed up stuff.
I don't know.
That would be very wrong.
I would laugh so inappropriately.
Yeah.
Oh,
I would,
yeah.
'cause-
I didn't know Brittany was on a spending fast. Still,
yes.
she mentioned that like week 1 of the new year, and I was like, yeah, that's not gonna last.
No, I've been on a spending fast since January 1st.
What's the point of having a well-paying job then?
Well, you know, some people like to keep their money and save it.
Yeah, but she has
That's
the
new.
whole cart ready for Easter. Just
I do.
Thousands.
Okay, the other day, on Palm Sunday, I was like, okay, it's only 1 week till Easter. Like, I have this list of stuff I've been meaning to get that's kind of been building up, and so I was like, I'll just go ahead and put it in my cart on Amazon. You know,
Gosh.
and
What's the point?
for because you don't get the like rush of the package getting delivered until Easter. So it was at like $120, and then like
it's not bad.
5 minutes later it was at $400.
Okay,
and I was like, okay, I gotta tone this back.
So are there certain things you do buy though?
Well, anything that's
Shipping,
necessary
tracking for their dad to get here.
Extra. She
no,
spent a little
I didn't
extra
have to
on
pay for that.
Oh, that's good.
Anything necessary. For example, our thermostat broke the other day, and the freaking AC was running full blast, and it was freezing, and the thermostat was just completely dead. So I had to buy a new thermostat.
Okay.
So like stuff that
Did you get a Nest thermostat?
I did.
They're nice.
They are. Okay. But I did get the cheaper Nest.
Okay, that's fair.
Which doesn't learn your behaviors or whatever. But
Allie, you had an update about you have ADHD.
Oh, is that what that was?
Wait, do you Red 40 gives you that, or like can make you have symptoms of ADHD?
Oh, right, anti-vax mom.
What's Red 40?
It's in M&Ms and like it's a dye.
The dye?
It's a dye.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Also, I think it's hilarious because I put Allie.
Mitchell this.
I thought you were yelling at me to add things.
No, I put Allie ADDDDD.
Yeah, I thought you were like, Allie, add.
No.
Like you were like, why aren't you adding anything?
I was trying to hide it, and Allie then typed ADDD what? Parentheses, this is Allie. I have been adding a ton.
I thought you were going to make her do an ad.
No.
Oh, we all had different meanings.
Anyways.
No, I'm working it out with my therapist. I might have a slight ADD, ADHD, which would explain a lot because I get a lot of anxiety for it.
Also, maybe you should just cut out Red 40. Just try it.
Okay.
All right, here's our ad for Drink Studio Coffee. Allie, if you could.
Oh. Drink Studio Coffee. If you want to up your ADD, ADHD symptoms and just spike it up, then we suggest Drink Studio Coffee, a perfect blend of
ethically sourced
and
really delicious,
also
homegrown,
as well as
lacking in Red 40.
Then this coffee is for you. Go to drinkstudiocoffee.com and please support our spending habits.
I'm Raymond Arroyo. We'll see you next time.
Okay.
I don't like that clip. I don't know who that guy is, so I don't get it.
We also have, what else we have
Put
here?
that picture up there.
This
Can you do
picture?
that? Yeah.
Okay, we have a picture. Adrian, there's a picture of a backyard. So who put this in
I
here?
did. Okay, so my mom.
Okay, I'm very excited for this.
Okay, so my mom is getting a new fence in her backyard.
Okay.
And when they pulled the fence down so that they could take the posts out to rebuild the fence, this is what they found in the neighbor's backyard. A full-blown jungle.
Oh, this is the okay.
Yes, this is like right on the other side of her fence. So I'm pretty sure my mom said, you can't really tell from this picture, but my mom said that some of these weeds were up to her hip.
I love that they've put some branches in the chimney, like as if like, we're burning the leftover one at a time.
Also, they have 2 huge dogs, and my mom was like, no wonder their dogs are so aggressive. They have nowhere to go to the bathroom.
I thought
probably hit their dog with
I
my
thought
car.
you were gonna say
probably.
been there. I thought you were gonna say like I didn't realize you were gonna backyard shame them.
No, yeah, I'm for sure backyard shaming these people that
What's
are my
their
mom's
address?
neighbors.
No, because then that's your mom's.
Don't want to dox.
It's
Okay,
that's
what's the
why
next?
That's why it's inappropriate.
We
We
have
don't want to
another-
go to
Also,
our mom's
the other
house.
reason that I'm backyard shaming them is because they're not helping us pay for the fence, which I find offensive and rude.
Oh yeah, that is kind of
Offensive.
All right, let's go
Worst
this
joke
next.
of the
We have
week
another.
there.
We have another photo. Adrian was so caught up in the content.
He's like, that's me.
He's like, oh, this is such a good.
I put this.
Gosh.
Okay. If you stay, go. Stay, do it. Never
Today.
Forever. Forever.
Oh, that's a 4.
This took me for
If you stay,
forever
go.
to
It's like a
figure
left
out.
and a right thing.
Stay, do it.
If you
forever
stay
today.
forever. If you go, do it today.
Nope, that's not it. That
Like-
can't possibly be it.
I mean,
100%.
that's what they meant it to be, but it took me a while to get there. I was like, what?
So like worst tattoo ever, or
Worse. Also, why is it like this, but not in like a steady way? Like
This
it
is
looks
where-
like they should draw a Christmas tree in the middle.
Yeah. This is where like graphic. Also, why is you just a you? Like why?
And why
Forever.
why is the F lowercase? I have so many questions.
Yeah, a lot of
Also, how
questions
does
on
it
this.
look when she bends her elbow? Does it look
Ooh.
differently?
Speaking of elbows,
Might look
yeah.
better. Good call back.
Well,
Edmund,
like if you
do
only
your
see
elbow
one
impression again.
I'm still recovering from that. The other thing is if she bent her elbow and you could only see one side, you would just see
If you
stay forever.
Oh right.
if stay,
and then
stay
the other
forever.
side you would see.
Is this
you
also
go
your
do it
neighbor's
today.
arm?
Wait,
Probably.
wait. What is the right way to say it? Now I'm confused.
If you stay forever. If you go, do it today.
Okay, I was confused. So there's that.
This is an awful tattoo.
Hot girls on Instagram. Okay, we have another link here.
Hot girl summer.
All podcasts have the same 3 people
Okay,
hosting.
I know who I am.
And I was like, is this us?
That's
Who's
pretty funny.
who?
I'm the bottom right.
Definitely. You definitely are. I'm obviously the guy on top. I mean-
No.
You would
No.
say you're the guy on top.
Okay, next link. I have a feeling that we're
I did
Running out of
on
time.
Instagram post that the picture of
what is this?
okay, wait, but I did say on Instagram like that a group of boring white people is a podcast, and I
Yes.
was pretty proud of that joke.
Yeah, I
like
did see that.
That is actually most of this room.
Speaking of white people, I saw this post.
Good segue.
And Prince William has been named as the sexiest bald man on the planet,
Wow.
according to a new study on Google.
What?
There's cosmetic surgeries specialists that they're doing a study. They're researching how many sexy and various online blogs and articles. Okay, now he beat out Mike Tyson.
Wow.
Jason Statham, Pitbull.
Oh.
The basketball icon Michael Jordan. That man beat out
Wow.
Michael Jordan.
Wow.
What's your take on that, Edmund?
I mean, I think like you're comparing, I mean, the numbers on this, you're comparing how many times this guy was called sexy. I mean, it's like,
He is voted the sexiest bald man.
No, I
It's
know,
also
but
a London thing who's tracking.
I know, but the category, the number of hits for sexy
Also,
bald man.
he's like got a little cul-de-sac situation going on, but I wouldn't necessarily call him bald.
Wait, what's a cul-de-sac situation?
You know, like around
It's
the
not
outside.
bald.
The
Yeah.
street ends. It's still there, but it ends right after this.
Yeah, for sure. There's some forest still.
Street ends. There was wispies. That's also true.
I mean, they're
Is it
basically
fair that-
this group of bald men, some
Who do you think is the sexiest bald man?
Who's bald?
The Rock.
I mean, as much.
100%.
No, I mean, I
I
think
do think The Rock is
Can't go
pretty-
wrong with The Rock.
Yeah.
it's tough. Like, if I didn't hate Taylor Schroll with everything in my body,
Oh, you would say him?
and I just saw him, I might pick him.
Sexier than Prince William?
I mean, yeah, but this is rough.
Okay, here's
You
the
know,
thing.
Prince
If you're
William is hurting
bald,
my job.
He's what?
Why?
He signed as the chief culture officer for one of our competitors, and in a meeting we were talking about how that was going to affect us and might hurt our bottom
Oh,
line.
dang.
wow.
That's
And I just
rough.
want to say that
Screw
I've got
you.
beef
So
with him now.
here's word to the wise. If you're bald, I have a friend who actively is like only attracted to bald men. So like if you're bald,
There's hope.
just own it. Just own it
Just go
because
full-
like yes,
Shave it
because
all.
there are women out there who are looking for you.
and want
Sexy
to
bald.
touch the head.
Yeah.
They want to.
Yeah.
Dome.
Okay, but
Next link.
I do think you should try your hardest to grow a beard if you're bald.
Yeah, yeah.
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 Because
Even it
bald
out.
with the beard is like a
It's a
pretty
good combo.
good look.
Taylor Schroll. Oh, that's fine. Let's just move on.
Yeah. Even it out.
What's this? Is this maybe me?
Oh, this is funny.
Oh no! I love chocolate milk.
Why?
This is a disaster.
That's it?
What a waste of chocolate milk.
I love chocolate
I
milk.
do
That
too.
is a waste.
Just listen to it. Clip that out.
Wait,
Okay, next.
Wait, Brittany,
Next.
do that again?
No.
Boy.
So I met this guy. Oh, fun. Who is he? He's like so sweet and so nice.
Oh, boy.
Great. You trying to date him? Kinda. I actually thought of him more for you. Oh, I'm not really looking to date right now, but sounds great for you. He doesn't have to be your boyfriend, though. He is a great boyfriend. He could also be like your friend or like your dad. I'm sorry, what? Such a good guy.
Your
I'm
dad?
really into that. And he like died for me.
Oh,
Oh,
my
gosh.
gosh.
For you too. He's dead? He like sacrificed his life for us.
Oh my
Why would he-
God.
Why would he do that?
no.
I don't
Speaking
know
of bad
him. Do you know
evangelization.
him?
This is
No,
awful.
I don't.
You do know
I've never met this person. You know
I'm
him. He's in your heart. Who are you talking about? His name is Jesus. He loves you.
This is bad.
She did it.
Jesus. His name is Jesus.
This is so bad.
Okay,
I
next.
can't- I can't.
Bad,
with this.
bad evangelism. That's like bad. That's bad
it makes
way
it
to start.
bad.
Oh, this guy. I knew you'd like him,
Speaking
Brittany.
of nice beards, hey.
Okay, so this segment is called "Not Sure If This Guy's Married." Also, think Brittany might find him attractive.
Wait, what's the sound? We need a sound for this.
Oh, okay,
What would
okay,
the sound
okay.
be for this?
The sound would be
Not sure if he's married, but Brittany's attracted to him.
Oh my gosh, this whole podcast is like.
Sorry.
We're too focused on my dating life. And then you're going to get
engaged on the show because we're going to come on, and then you could get married. Okay. We'll have a live broadcast.
Someone's
got
to be focused on it, Brittany, because we're not seeing many results from you.
It's not my fault.
This weekend, people that might date Brittany.
Oh, yes.
All right, play this guy. This guy's voice.
Okay, he is attractive.
Oh,
well.
This is my life.
It's a little falsetto-y for me.
But it's...
Hold me like you're
is
more
that
than
real?
just a friend.
Yeah, that's his voice. Isn't that crazy?
Oh my gosh.
Another voice.
I want to hear his talking voice.
Edmund wants to marry him.
Oh, wow. No, that's just...
Take me by the hand.
Oh.
Wow.
Can we listen to another? Oh,
so this guy... Wait, let's shout out... So let's shout out his...
High.
I know, but let's shout out his... So Tim Stagram 93.
Timstagram 93.
There we go.
Oh, does that mean he was born in 93?
Let's do... Brittany's already like stalking.
Hey,
that's 28.
All right.
He was born.
He's got the runs. He's got...
I want to hear his like speaking voice for real.
Okay. We know you want to hear a lot.
He goes lower. So it's not just falsetto. Oh.
He's got...
Wow.
Oh, it's pipes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Turn off.
Are you in pain?
What?
I can't tell if you are into it.
So the thing is when music is so good, especially when someone is performing, like it's one thing to hear really good music, but when someone's performing and it's like it's that good, like
you're so uncomfortable.
No. I think there's a word for this. Like it's so good that it's like borderline painful. How good it is. Like it's just like like this guy has pipes. I really
okay. That black and white picture.
Okay. Oh my god.
In the middle.
About this.
It's not.
He's probably married.
I don't know. He has a dog.
So Timstagram, reach out to us.
Timstagram.
He's verified.
So Tim, if you get an ad on Facebook with Brittany's face on it, I want to encourage you to click it.
Oh, is that one of him talking? Maybe.
I bet it's gonna go. Hi, y'all.
Hello, everyone.
He's British.
Is because 1 week today I have a new single coming out. How weird do I look?
Or
in this
Irish?
camera?
I think this is Irish.
The wrong way around. 1 week today.
Okay.
I have a new
that's
single
British.
coming out, and it's the same.
All right.
It's like Northern English.
Okay, Tim. Okay.
All right. Anyways.
Okay, Brittany. Yes. Wait, can you go up?
No, we're done. We're done. Remember, we're on a podcast.
High five from Allie. Like, way to go, Brittany. Like, you did it.
Yes.
You're dating.
Okay.
You're gonna slide in his DMs.
Wow.
I just want to know how many followers he has.
Scroll up to the top.
Verified.
I think recently he went a little viral, got a little bump
133K.
there.
We just need to go viral on TikTok or something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
we've covered a lot here. I think we're kind of out of time. Like we've covered all our Tim Toms. We got our photos of.
What's our timestamp right now?
Hour 17.
Oh,
yeah.
not too bad.
Not too bad for us.
We talked about Brittany doesn't think homosexuals should be allowed to vote.
No, I do explicitly think homosexuals should be allowed to vote.
I mean, do we want to talk about the?
I don't think we should call them homosexuals. I think we should call them just people.
Ooh.
There's a hot take. Edmund, stop.
You could do both.
Stop identifying people based only on their sexuality.
I have a few TikToks here in the notes down the bottom.
Let's
Adrian.
watch them.
In the notes app down at the bottom.
I'll figure it out.
Does it work? I can't remember though if they were discussion based. Scroll right there in here. Yeah.
You have a note called jokes.
Hey, shut up.
He writes down good jokes he hears.
Oh, we already did this one. Let's try.
I noticed that.
I do take trick.
I like how you put a checkbox next to the TikToks to make it easier.
I don't know. It's just a thing.
Oh, I love
Crocs. Oh no!
Now, when I got the Crocs on, don't ask me to do anything other than hot crock boy shit. All right, I'm looking good, feeling myself. I'm walking around on clouds. I get to just slip them right on. Watch out, I might slip in your mans. Wait a minute. Now, when I got
He's a Catholic. Yeah, I was gonna say his
So
sweatshirt say Catholic.
I grabbed this one because his shirt does say Catholic University.
Also, I love hot crock shit.
Hot guy.
Oh, I thought he said hot crock.
Okay, next tick, Tom.
He probably did. Hot crock shit.
We're changing the theme for summer. It was gonna be hot girl shit. Now it's gonna be hot crock shit.
Yeah.
Oh, this is great. This is a good one.
We all have that
I've
one
been
friend.
I've been in this
Send
situation.
this to your friend who always says, "Whoa, stop the chops. I'm still cranking the knobs, buckaroony. Don't stomp my wheat before tossing granddaddy some rhythm. So quit your honking, because we're going puzzle mode."
What?
Send this to your
I'm in that
friend
situation all the
who-
time.
All the time.
Yeah.
You send this to
All
so
right,
many of
next
your
tick, Tom.
friends.
Yeah.
That was
I think that's pretty much it. That's all three. Okay, cool. I think we should start closing it out. We've done a lot of interesting things. I mean, unless we want to talk about Little Nas's dumb shoe thing.
Okay, Adrian does know a lot about this.
Okay, let's pull it up. Let's pull it up.
Ooh.
Okay, so someone.
Okay, Adrian, tell us the story because, like,
Wait, before
we know
that,
various
we're
amounts of
finally
it.
we're
This
finally
is a
getting
big
into
deal.
we're getting into good news here. So, Allie, if you could just
Oh.
yes. As Adrian's pulling it up, Allie, if you could look at your camera. As Adrian's
Is that
pulling
my
this up.
camera?
Yep, there's your camera.
Hi, this is Allie Hoffman with the news.
Ooh, that was a good
Did
one.
you like how I drew
Yeah,
out the news?
The news.
Yes, I'm testing out.
That was a
some
good
things.
one.
Yeah.
Okay, we're good.
Okay, Adrian, tell us, just give us a quick recap of
What's going on with
what's
Lil
going on.
Nas?
What's going on in this
Also, how do we
world?
pronounce his name officially?
Lil Nas X.
Okay,
Lil
cool.
Nas
Lil Nas
X.
X.
Perfect.
Lil Nas X.
So he released a song, and it was like, I haven't heard about it, but I guess it's controversial because that was like the devil in it and stuff like that. But anyways, he released a shoe, sold 666 units. It's not endorsed by Nike, but it's by Nike, so I don't know.
And
where
people
it gets-
thought it was endorsed by Nike. Like,
Yes, but
I think
it's
a lot of
through a
people
different
thought.
company.
Yeah. So what it is, it's like a regular like Nike shoe like that they sell, but he has like his little like red check mark on.
Mm-hmm.
But it's apparently it's like a drop of blood.
Ooh.
It's donated. I don't know exactly from who, but it's not like taken
Yeah.
from like
They
random.
just took a little
people.
bit
It
of blood.
wasn't
It's
taken against someone's will.
I remember it was donated to like the arts division of some place.
Okay.
So there's a company called Mischief that's done a lot of cool like publicity stunt type things, and this is one of them. I think
Yep.
also they came out with a shoe that it was like Nikes with like water at the bottom, and it was called like Holy Water Nikes or something.
Oh,
and
that's
it was
like a drop from the Jordan River. That's what they said. That's what it said. It
Okay,
dropped
maybe.
from the
Sure,
Jordan
sure,
River in it.
Oh, okay, maybe.
But like the reason
Is this a
why.
bit?
Yeah,
No, I'm serious.
I don't know about that.
Can we
but-
pull up the Little Nas shoes? Can we see them?
all right, yeah. Let me just.
I'm,
So,
I'm
like-
serious about
So
that.
they have
Oh, I
human
said.
blood in them.
Yeah, but not a lot.
drop?
It's like it's just
Okay.
it's just enough so that you could claim that they have human blood in them.
Okay.
And then like here's the thing. This is not like
Always says,
Buckaroony.
here's the thing like we have a long history of like rock stars and artists and like people trying to just stir up controversy.
Yeah.
And like the thing is
And
like
pushing the limits. Like,
well, but the thing is like Christians always fall for this. Is like they make it a big deal and then
They
like
rally behind and like this
like,
is our hill we die on.
But also they like give it the publicity that
Yeah.
Right,
by
that
like
they're
being
looking
so
for.
upset
Yeah.
about it.
yeah.
Satan shoes.
Oh.
I mean, I don't know. Anyways, here it is.
Wow.
So
So
anyways,
yeah,
like,
that's like I saw Satan fall from heaven. That's the
So-
Bible verse.
I did see that.
Sold out.
So that's part of the image that I put on the stories.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
That's what-
That was terrifying.
So it's from Dante's Inferno or something, I think.
It's
So the thing is, I think Nike is suing because there was confusion about whether or not this was a partnership.
It
and
was
they,
all bad. Yeah.
they felt like it was bad
who are
press.
they suing? Lil Nas?
Yeah,
No,
Lil Nas and Mischief,
Mischief.
this company.
Oh, so it is interesting that it has a Bible verse written on the shoe.
What's Luke 10:18?
There's a
That's-
reference why he did that. I forgot.
If
why.
you were,
That's
if you were a
I
good
saw him
little
fall from
Christian
heaven.
That's him
boy.
getting cast down.
Yeah, that's
okay.
I saw
Which is the
Satan
music
fall
video.
from heaven.
That's interesting.
Also, it's important to note that Nike's suing them. Mischief earlier at some point last year did these similar shoes, but they were like Jesus shoes. They had like water.
The
from
holy water,
Davila
yeah,
on
yeah.
it. That was the
Yeah,
same
yeah,
company,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
they didn't sue then. So some people are like,
That's
"Oh,
interesting.
why this?"
Look, it says better to reign in hell than to serve in heaven.
Weird.
Wow.
So
And also he's only selling 666
right,
units.
right.
I mean, it's a publicity stunt.
Yeah.
Like obviously,
I, mean,
I would not.
I wouldn't wear these, but like I'm
would
not
not be
mad about
stunting
it.
in
I would not
Yeah.
encourage people to like be, but also it's like just don't like.
Yeah.
You're falling for the trap if you're like out there
if
really
you're
upset,
outraged about it,
outraged,
yeah.
like, just,
and plus, most of his audience is like teenagers and like kids, which is kind of
That's
a little
true.
alarming.
I mean,
and
yeah.
also, it's like, how do you stay relevant?
Yeah.
If you're a new rapper or a new artist, he had one hit song, like Old Town Road,
Yeah.
and then he basically fell off.
Yeah, like
so. This is him coming back.
this is
into the spotlight.
this is a stunt, and if you're like worried that he's gonna influence all of these kids and blah blah, like there's plenty of other artists out there doing just as
Way
worse, if not worse.
stuff, yeah.
So just like talk to your kid,
Yeah.
hug your kids.
It's the Saint Teresa of Avila quote where she says, "Let nothing disturb you, let nothing frighten you." And all these people, it's like if you just live, just
let
whatever.
it go.
But it's interesting. I know he tweeted that we had a picture up there.
Oh, yeah,
and like
yeah.
a response to this.
So he was
because he
saying-
came out as gay and like
when he was in high school or
after-
something.
Well, he officially came out after his big song,
yeah.
Old Town Road.
Yeah.
He came out, and so then.
So read it, Allie.
Says
for
I
those listening.
spent my entire teenage years hating myself because of the beep. I'm assuming shit y'all preached would happen to me because I was gay. So I hope you are mad, stay mad, feel the same anger you teach us to have towards ourselves.
Okay, this is like full circle back
And now-
to David's conversation.
Yeah. There's this whole thing that he's coming, and then I think he's tweeted some other things about like this is like. You guys all told me I was going to hell, so I might as
Or,
well.
I embraced it.
Like, yeah,
So this is
embraced it.
like going all the way back to like you can't preach hell without mercy and heaven and all. Like you
Yeah.
can't just have this unbalance because
Right.
then this kind of stuff happens.
Right.
Lil Nas
It
X.
honestly like hurts my heart so much that that people like it makes me wonder, and maybe I'm just naive and I have my head in the sand, but like who are these Christians that are preaching this way?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
are making people feel like they should hate themselves.
Yes, that's what hurts me. It's like
it breaks my heart.
Exactly, like how
Like-
he feels.
Like Jesus loves each of us more than any other
Yeah.
person or being in this like universe could. And so like anyone who's gonna put themselves out there as like a preacher of some sort and like and encourage anyone to hate themselves or anything. Now, like at the same time, like we're all called to like be introspective and like think about the things that we do that separate us from God and like to weed those out in our lives and like and like follow God and love him above all else. But like hating yourself and like I mean I think about this because I work with a lot of women. We've talked about this before. Like there are so many women out there who hate themselves, and it's not because they have same-sex attraction or because they're gay or whatever. It's because they think that their body is bad or not good enough, or it's anything, right? Like they're too much or they're not enough or whatever. And it's like any time that you're like hating yourself, like. Oh man, I have a good friend who like whenever I say anything negative about myself, she was like, "Hey, don't talk about my friend like that." And I just wish that like all women would have like someone on their shoulder that's like Jesus saying like, "Don't talk about my daughter like that." You know?
I just think like if you like people who are spewing or preaching whatever that it's like if you think heaven is so good and it's like perfect paradise, wouldn't you want every single person to be there instead of like condemning them like you've already condemned them? So what how are they ever gonna get out? It
hurts.
I'm sorry, Lil Nas X, if you're watching this,
Lil Nas.
where's my camera?
There you
if
go.
you're
If you
watching
can talk
this,
to
you
him.
are so loved.
We love you.
We love you.
And Jesus loves you.
Jesus loves you a lot more than we do.
Yeah.
But we love you.
Well, we covered a lot of ground. Covered a lot of ground this episode.
Vote in the buttons below. If you think that Edmund is going to go to confession before Easter.
Also, capitalizing on this marketing stunt, we have another ad for Patreon. Brittany, if you could read our ad for patreon.com.
Okay.
Stop.
That's a hard stop.
If you could read
He
the
wanted
ad.
to tell me to shut up, but he didn't.
You could read the ad for patreon.com/the studio grapevine.
Real talk.
I thought you were going to do
Okay,
the ding
let's
again.
try it again.
I thought you were going to do
No,
the ding
let's
because
try
that
it
was a
again.
perfect moment
This
for the
time-
ding, but you didn't do the ding.
Allie, don't interrupt.
That would have been really nice.
This is Brittany's time to shine.
I'm
Brittany
just saying.
really
do
feels
the ding,
left
then
out.
do that, and then do
She
the
feels
ding,
a
and
little
then
left
she'll
out.
do it.
I'm gonna ding.
Okay.
I'm gonna ding and then
But do the ding and then say the thing and then do the
Yes,
ding.
I'm gonna ding and then
two
do the
dings.
and then you're up.
Ding, ding.
You're after the ding. Are
Yep.
you ready?
Okay.
The second ding.
The second ding.
The first.
No,
ding.
you do the ding and then you
you
say
say
it
the
and then you
ding.
do the ding.
No, there's not. No.
That's
There's
what you
one
just
ding.
No, you
Brittany, if you could read our next ad for drink Don't. Sorry.
Frickin'! You do the ding, then you say it, then you do the ding.
Okay.
Don't mess up.
Our next ad is from patreon.com/thestudio Grapevine.
We here at Bummer and Lazarus, located at the studio in Grapevine, Texas, have huge goals and dreams.
Huge.
And we want you to be a part of them. Our objective is to make sure that all 80,000 people in Grapevine, Texas have heard the gospel of Jesus Christ. And we have plans for how we want to accomplish that. And it involves millions of dollars. And we need them from you.
You could help us.
God has all the money in the world. The problem is it's in your wallet.
We need a private jet. Yes, Lord.
Need a private jet.
How are we gonna get to them?
Tell us about
Brittany,
the Patreon.
how are we gonna get to them? We don't have time to sit in coach, Lord.
So please donate.
$200 in her Amazon
We don't
card.
have time to sit in business class, Lord.
Has the money, Lord.
So please donate to the patreon.com/thestudio.
That was really
Oh,
good.
man, this
Felt
has
good
been
about
a
that.
jam-packed episode, Kyle. I think we're ready to close it out. It's been a great time, and
We'll see you next
we will see you next week. Have a happy Easter.
Happy Triduum.
Have a happy whatever you're celebrating, from Little Nas to the Jews and the Muslims and everybody in between. If you're a scientist.
We love you too.
And let's just close out the show. Any last words, Allie?
Nope.
Any last words, Brittany? We're filling time here. It's fine. We can fill the time.
Jesus
Any last words,
loves
Brittany?
you. And so do we.
I can't think of any interesting words right now.
Timestamp it. Just timestamp it in the bottom. In the comments, your favorite parts, and we will clip it out.
Patreon.com/studio grapevine. DrinkStudioCoffee.com.
Seriously, if you want to be a part of our mission here in Grapevine, which will eventually extend to Dallas and Texas, and if you've seen my video,
Your ad was
you
like-
know that if Texas is changed, the whole world will be changed. So
See you next
join
time.
us.
Bye.
We love
Bye.
you. Bye.
I hadn't planned on it, no.
Plan on it.
Minus 5,